Hello, friends. On April 20, 2023, a formidable, some might say volcanic, solar eclipse will occur at 30 degrees of the Aries zodiac sign. Let's talk about what this eclipse will bring to us and the whole world. We will also discuss influence on your sign. This solar eclipse in the sign of Aries will be the first solar eclipse on the new axis. The events that come to the surface during this period, or the problems that arise at this time, will only be fully resolved from July 2023 to January 2025. The period of this eclipse will present each of us with a new task. This task will not be based on external influences. The theme that will manifest during this solar eclipse will be both unexpected and anticipated for us. How can this be? The energy of this eclipse brings out what is already ripe inside us but has not been manifested or consciously realized. Therefore, at first, when we feel and see this task, we may be surprised. Then, we can think, evaluate everything, weigh it, and understand that it is time to solve this issue. So, the first eclipse in a new sphere, in a new zodiac sign, in a new house of the horoscope, is like a period when we enter new territory. We are just beginning to understand what exactly we need to do. I call this eclipse volcanic because the awakening of a volcano is also essentially a reaction, a culmination of what has been brewing and is ready to come to the surface. This eclipse is tense and explosive because it occurs in a tense square aspect to the planet Pluto. It's about being true to ourselves. During this period, we may come to the realization that every time we suppressed our pride, gave up on our dreams, submitted to someone else's will, or exhibited weakness of character, we were actually betraying ourselves, our personality, and our essence. When we tried to imitate others, wear someone else's mask, play a role that wasn't really us, or succumb to our fears, we allowed ourselves to be undervalued and traded our pride for some superficial gains from the outside world. And in this period, we will realize that every time we acted this way, we were slowly losing ourselves. We will want to regain our sense of self, our integrity, and rediscover who we truly are, so that we can act according to our own desires and aspirations. This is the energy of struggle. So everything that happens during this period will push us to some degree towards a fight with some force. This eclipse seems to urge us to display qualities such as personal courage, a desire for freedom, a longing for independence, and the desire to be true to ourselves. During this period, we will all want to assert ourselves, but it is crucial to do so at our own expense, rather than trying to devalue the significance of other people. In other words, we need to prioritize ourselves first. Last time, a solar eclipse in the same degree occurred on April 19, 2004. And a solar eclipse of the same series happened on April 8, 2005. Think back to what was happening in your life then. What ideas came to your mind? What did you want? Which areas of your life were most affected by the influence of this eclipse? On an external level, the period of this eclipse is a time of power redistribution in the world, both in terms of politics and economics. Since this eclipse occurs in the last degree of the sign of Aries and affects the first degrees of the sign of Taurus, which symbolizes materialism, accumulation of finances and resources, the areas related to banks and the economy will be affected during this eclipse period. There may be fluctuations in currency exchange rates, but the fundamental theme here is the redistribution of power in the world. During the period between eclipses, from April 20 to May 5, 2023, one of the prominent political leaders, particularly those who are negatively perceived, may fade into obscurity or voluntarily relinquish power. This could happen through forced removal or willingly stepping down, as some important figures were ousted from power during the last eclipse series. The eclipse period is a time of grand battles and significant political events involving specific figures in power. For those born under the sign of Cancer, this eclipse occurs in the 10th house of your horoscope. This is the house of our status, our highest goals, achievements, and ambitions. This solar eclipse can lead to a change in your social or career status. This could mean getting married or getting a divorce, taking on a new job or quitting a job at an organization. In other words, your status may change. You may receive some documents that confirm your social status in some way. For some people, this could be a period of retirement and receiving pension documents accordingly. For others, this period will bring a decision related to their place of residence. In any case, a very important topic will be raised that essentially determines the level you are on in terms of social and career ladder. During this period, you may also need to address issues related to your property. Some people may choose to rent out their property, while others may decide to buy or sell. You may also need to handle paperwork related to obtaining permission to live in a particular country or engage in a certain type of activity. This could also be a period where you officially register your own company or start a business. Throughout the influence of this eclipse, issues related to your parents may be a relevant topic for you. Life changes, relocation, or other circumstances may require you to actively participate in your parents' lives. You may need to help them with something or visit them during this period, especially if you live far away. Also, on a practical level, this period may bring an important conversation with someone who represents authority, such as a conversation with your boss or supervisor. This could lead to a significant decision related to government agencies or institutions. If you yourself work in an organization and hold a leadership position, the period of this eclipse may give you a sense of authority in your position. This is not only due to your job title, but also due to the respect for your professionalism. Please subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on astrological news and to learn about their impact on your life. Like and leave comments about how these forecasts have affected your life.